What is good, you guys? If you guys don't know me, my name's Isaac and I post a new video here on my wrestling channel every single day, so hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you guys don't know what today is, Mail Monday, alright? This is a new series that I've started where you guys email me questions and comment questions down in the comment section and I answer them, right? I prioritize emails first, so I went in my emails but this question comes from Elder. So I have a question. I'm 15 years old and I work out and I have some muscle in me, but I have some fat too. I weigh 165 right now, but I know if I lose some fat, I'll drop down. The people in my weight class right now are taller than me by a lot, so it's uncomfortable wrestling them. Do you have any tips, suggestions to lose some weight and drop to what weight class? And do you think I should keep lifting weights or don't lift weights when my season starts? Oh, and my body fat percentage is 18 to 20. Just to let you know. Alright, so I don't know how tall you are, which is kind of important. You say you're shorter than everyone else in your weight class, so it tells me that you're probably, like, if you're in the 165 weight class, I think people are like between like 5'8" and like 6 foot, 6'1". The thing about having fat on you is, like, you have to understand the reason why you put fat on you, alright? It's because you ate carbs and a fat at the same time. And your body prioritized the carbs and stored the fat in order to have your body burn off the fat that's on you, because fat is just extra energy that's on you. You need to cut out carbs. You need to cut out as many carbs as you can. You know, if you want to lose that fat, right? You should lift weights. Focus in the summer. Focus on lifting weights to get big, and then when wrestling season starts, lift weights to gain muscle density. You don't want to be getting super sore throughout the season, you know what I mean? In the middle of the week, you don't want to get super sore. You just want to do repetitive workouts like pull-ups, push-ups, things that don't get you like crazy sore, but build that muscle density. All right, you have quite a bit of weight to lose, so I don't know what to suggest for your weight class. You know what I mean? In my senior year, I weighed like 165, maybe 160, and I would cut down to 152 pretty easily, and I was like a stick. I had like maybe 6% body fat. I looked like a stick. Alright, so seeing as you have a lot more body fat, like, I would suggest losing as much weight as you can, and then, like, from that point, like, see what you weigh, you know what I mean? Figure out an amount of weight that you can cut, but keep on trying to lose weight throughout the season, and keep on going lower and lower weights. Like, your coach won't get mad at you if you go down a weight, right? Especially if you're not varsity. So just oats, you know what I mean? All carbs. You just want to focus on eating chicken, red meat, pork, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Vegetables, a lot of vegetables, no fruit. Don't eat a lot of fruit. Fruit's good for you, but when you're trying to lose weight, it kind of fucks you because you think it's good for you and you eat a shit ton of fruit and you just stay the same weight. Count calories. If you're eating like a retarded amount of like chicken and beef and fat and protein, then like your body is going to store it as well. So you need to like count calories, eat a certain amount, eat leafy greens. Next question comes from Cicely Vasquez. We've been working on single leg takedowns and how to get out of referee's position on bottom. Any tips on how to accomplish that? When you're trying to finish a single leg takedown, you have to like get to the single leg properly first. That's the most important part. You want to get to the single leg, you want to have your back straight in a line. Like if you're doing a sweeping single leg, you make them step in, you do the sweeping single leg, and you can end either with their leg on the outside or like their leg in between your legs, right? But either way, you want to have, instead of being like this or like this with their leg on the outside, you want to be like this or like this with your head pressing into them and your hip and your chest straight in a line, all right? That gives you the most leverage. Like with a single leg takedown, it really is a game of leverage, all right? Because they put that whizzer in and they start sprawling out and whizzering hard. You want to be strong. You want to have all the power of your legs. You want to have all the power of your back as well, holding this man down. And you want to have your head pushing into him, because the more space he creates, the easier it is for him to get that leg out. You want to maintain as much friction between you and this person as possible. And then depending on what you want to do, right? So if you're having trouble picking up your sweeping single leg, right? It's because your opponent is putting too much weight onto the leg that you're trying to pick up, all right? And the way that you combat this, the way that you like make that leg feel lighter, is with your head, you need to pressure into him and take baby steps, all right? So that his weight shifts from the leg that you're holding on to the leg that he's like standing on, all right? So literally just by like, when you have your head in the side and you're holding onto the leg, right, either at the knee or wherever, you want to make him take steps back. You want to take little baby steps into, like, you want to walk into him, and then that'll make the leg a lot lighter, and you can switch off and pick it up like that. With your head, you want to keep their shoulder away from your arms. You know what I mean? So they can't really put the whizzer in. I hope that makes sense, right? So you want to use your head to keep their shoulder as far away from your arms as possible, okay? And you want to keep that shit in a line, as close to a line as possible, all right? I understand that in a wrestling match, it's gonna be really hard to like be able to like push your hips in as much as possible. In practice, you want to emphasize that, okay? And then getting out of referee's position, I already made a video about this, you guys can check it out, but the game in referee's position is the person on top wants to maintain as little like space with the person on bottom as possible, and the person on bottom wants to create as much space from the person on top, okay? So like the more space you create as the person on bottom, the easier it is for you to get out, the easier it is to find the hands, the easier it is for, like, if your hips are free, then you can turn into them, you can, like, your options are open, right? So first step is create the space, find the hands is step 2, and then like get up and out. That's like what the Granby roll does. When you walk to the side first before you roll, you know what I mean? You take a couple steps and then you roll. That's so that you can create that space. Like when you do the switch and like your hand shoots out and you go under the leg, when you sit out, that's creating the space to get you away from someone. Like with a stand up, a lot of people like to like crawl forward really fast and stand up. Some people just like to shoot up. But like the less space you create, especially with the stand up, the tighter their grip is gonna be around your waist, and like the harder it's gonna be, like the better the chances are that you're gonna get. So just keep that in mind. I hope that helped. And the last question is, what do you think of compression pants in wrestling? All right, compression pants in wrestling, if you like them, wear them. I know a lot of people who used to wear compression pants. I wasn't a big fan of them. I hated the way that the fabric felt on my legs. So I would like hike them up like as high as I could. Like, I don't know what it was. It just like pulled my leg hair in matches and shit. I just didn't like it. And like I can't imagine wearing compression pants. But there are a lot of people who do, and I think it's good for like preventing ringworm and stuff. And like I think it's good for that. But I'm not 100% sure on that. Don't quote me. But if you guys like today's episode of Mail Monday, please contribute and email me questions down below. I post a new video every single day. Tomorrow's Tech Tuesday. I'm doing a tip video. I might do a second tip video just for girls, or I might just do one. I don't know. Depends on how I feel. I have class tomorrow. But until next time, I'll see you guys. Peace.